Ladies and gentlemen, this is SC Romero with the CFB Nation, the one place to give you the best college football content. If you're searching for teams, don't forget to subscribe to the CFB Nation. And today, we're going to be talking about a specific commitment to Oregon University, the running back depth, and the linebacker depth. All that on the CFB Nation presents the O.
Everybody got goals and aspirations. You know how you get those? You be the best where you're at.
What does Evan Stewart bring to the table here? In short, you get a ball.
The grass is not always green. In fact, the grass is damn green in Eugene.
The grass is not always green, but in fact, the grass is damn green in Eugene. We see that time and time again. And if you don't believe me, check out their commitments. Check out their recruiting and how they're doing. They are now going coast to coast with this commitment and getting players from all over to come to Oregon University. Now, what we're going to be doing over these next couple of weeks is I'm going to bring to you one commitment. One good commitment. Talk to you about that one good commitment. And then we're going to break down the positional depths, the rooms. So in this week, we're going to talk about, as I mentioned, that one commitment. We'll go into the running back room, and then we'll go into the linebacker room. Okay, and then following, we'll go into different positions. We'll talk about different commit, things of that nature. But let's get on with this commitment, this week's commitment. And that is going to be Sierra Canyon's edge rusher, Richard Wesley. Now, he recently committed, I think it was May 10th, if I'm not mistaken, he committed. This guy is going to be a stud. Now, he's 6'5", about 250 already. And he's not even coming. He's not even in college yet. Like, what? This guy's already a monster. He's going to be a big pressure off the edge, if you will. Now, he reclassified from 2027 to 2026. That makes sense because his size is 2027. That's saying he's going to be a junior this year. He said, nah, I'm ready to be a senior. I'm ready to play with those bigger boys and say, go ahead and let's go do this, right? He's ready to move on. I mean, I'm sure if he was eligible or I don't know if he was eligible, but I'm sure if he was able to, he would have been like, man, I'm ready to go right now, coach. Lanny Ray, bring me in. Senior year, hey, I'll graduate super early and come in and do it, right? So Richard Wesley is fantastic. And matter of fact, Sierra Canyon is a great school. If you're not familiar with them, go check them out. Great program there. Matter of fact, against Mater Day, a top program in the nation in Mater Day, Richard Wesley had 10 tackles and 1 sack. Again, against Mater Day, one of the nation's top programs in high school football today in Mater Day, 10 tackles and 1 sack. Now, he's very strong up front. He has no issue when it comes to pushing the blockers back, to forcing that pressure. He has no issue with getting up to the running back or getting the quarterback and bringing them down. He has great ball pursuit. That the fact that he'll be able to get around the edge will look great, or he could come inside, get against your guard. If you need to get against your center too, get in there. He has the ball pursuit to just go there and track it to make sure the running back doesn't get that many yards there as well. Now, he get down the field pretty quickly. I do want to see him more of his length. He does have a nice wingspan. I don't have that measurement, but you could just tell on tape it looks like he has a great wingspan. 6'5", probably does. But I want to see more of that length to use. Like you think about some of the stronger players or stronger NFL prospects at that point, and even collegiate prospects that really use their length as far as stretching and bringing in guys. Like if they're getting blocked, they're using their arm to stretch out and bring them in. I want to see more of that from Richard Wesley. I feel he relies a lot more on his strength and speed to get around the blockers or to push the blockers back than he does just using his length to actually make a play where he's being blocked and the quarterback throws it and he has to stretch up and get it. Or again, if the running back's coming to the side and he has to stretch out and bring the running back down. I want to see more of that length personally. Now, he's already getting comps to Kayvon Thibodeau. Now, as you know, Kayvon Thibodeau was a stud. NFL, we're not talking about NFL, we're talking about college football. Kayvon Thibodeau was a stud. He did some great things. If he comes out and becomes the second coming of Kayvon Thibodeau, we're in for a big surprise, something that's going to be great and do fantastic things for Oregon. As we know, going into the Big Ten, we need to be more physical up front when it comes to attacking those running backs, when it comes to getting after those quarterbacks, when it comes to just attacking behind the line of scrimmage. We need more of that pressure. So Richard Wesley committed to us. Again, 2026, right? So he has this year of high school left. Things could change. But right now, things are great. It looks phenomenal. I'm excited to see what he's going to become. Stays with Oregon Ducks. I want to see that, and I'm excited. But as we mentioned with him, with the using length and bringing down the running backs, we need to talk about our running back depth. I feel it's a little underrated, and maybe it's because we got a guy from a G5 program in Tulane stepping up to take over. Maybe it's because it wasn't as flashy, I guess, if you will, some of your other running back prospects, if you will, but they still look great. And really, Jordan James kind of left a hole in Oregon's running back room, right? Only because, in my opinion, Noah Whittington wasn't ready, whether it be mentally or physically. It didn't look like he was ready this past season, and he's still a great asset to have. He's still a great player, and if he does get in the mindset of, hey, he can still do it, right? It's hard coming back from an injury and saying, all right, I'm good to go, especially at the running back position, a position that consistently gains tackle. Like you don't get the protection like a quarterback. You get the ball, you get it, or you have to pick up the blitzes and get hit. I get it. There's a lot of mentality that has to go with that. So having Noah Whittington is great. While running back there, Mekhi Hughes is from Tulane. He's going to be the RB1 in my opinion. He's a do-it-all back. He has back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. I think a 1,300 and 1,400-yard season at Tulane. He has speed. I wouldn't say it's like home run speed. He's not our fastest running back in the room, but he has speed to get down the field, and he can win the foot race if he needs to. He has the contact balance. You can try to tackle him, and guess what? He can power through as well. He has that strength. He has the maneuvers to go straight up the middle and make some big plays and make things happen as well. So he could get through our blockers, and then he can get through the front seven and then get into the secondary. Now it's off to the races for him as well. So I'm excited to see what Mekhi Hughes is. I think he's going to be an excellent transition from Tulane to Oregon. A lot of times those G5 prospects going up to a P4 at this point don't really transition well, right? I think Mekhi Hughes is ready. I think he can do it. I think he can lead the team. But luckily, there is some depth behind him. We already talked about Noah Whittington. Jaden Lamar's a back to watch. If Mekhi Hughes is going to be our thunder because he's the more physical back, Jaden Lamar is going to be the lightning. This kid is lightning fast, quick, and explosive. He hits the holes in a blink, and then he is gone. As I mentioned, Mekhi's not the home run hitter. It's going to be Jaden Lamar. So personally, I expect to see a lot from Jaden Lamar as far as just big play breakouts. I think he's got multiple big play breakouts, whether it be 20-plus yards just down the field, simply because his maneuvers, when he gets in the open field, he can make the defenders miss and yet still go like he doesn't miss a beat. Sometimes you have the running backs where they can make defenders miss, but they have that one step. They plant their foot in the ground, they step, and then they go to the side. So there's a second or two where a defensive player can go there and tackle him. Jaden Lamar is within seconds. It's a blink. It's not a quick foot plant. It's actually boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. He's going in there making quick plays. So I'm excited to see what Jaden Lamar could do. We also have Dejon Riggs, a big power back that can also be a change of pace back. He could go on there and be the guy that's on third downs to just simply, hey, go out there and catch the balls, or simply a 3rd-and-1. He could be the one that we put in just to punch it in and get that first down as well, or knock it in the end zone as well. So I'm excited to see what Dejon Riggs can do. We had 2 freshmen coming in, De'Aaron Hill and Jordan Davison. Now, De'Aaron Hill went to a 1A school. He had about 40 TDs and 2,580 yards or so this past year. So definitely a great player to have. He's going to be an asset that's going to be phenomenal in growth. As we mentioned before, Dan Lanning is really that next up mentality. It's not about beating the freshman or these 5-star prospects coming in, 4-star prospects, whatever it is. It's about the next up. So we might not see much of De'Aaron Hill out the gate, but it's good to have that depth. Jordan Davison is the bruiser. We have Dejon Riggs, and guess what? If Florida happy or Riggs from Mekhi Hughes, we might see more Jordan Davison. He might get special teams opportunity just because he's a bigger back with some speed that could go out there and make some plays as far as tackling as well, or getting some blocks and picking those up. He has fantastic vision as far as picking up the blitzes. He knows how to hit the holes effectively as well. I'm excited to see what the growth of Jordan Davison could do because I think there is great things to come for him as well. The running back room looks phenomenal. I'm excited to see what Mekhi Hughes does. I'm excited to see what's to come of Jaden Lamar and Dejon Riggs. I want to see Noah Whittington more. I want him to be ready and go on there because when he is mentally sound and mentally ready as far as coming after that injury, he's a great football player as well. And then De'Aaron Hill, Jordan Davison as freshmen coming in, if they get the opportunity, it may be tough to get that opportunity away from them because they're going to take it and run with it, no pun intended. But I'm excited to see what that room comes with. But On the flip side, if we're thinking about positions that really battle with the running back, yeah, you could say the defensive lineman or the edge rushers, but we're gonna talk about the linebacker room. And I guess the linebacker room is kind of the edge rushers. You talk about outside linebackers and things of that nature. So we're gonna talk about the linebacker room as well. Now, first is Bryce Boucher, right? He's coming in the middle. It's gonna be his field. When they're on defense, Bryce Boucher is the guy that's gonna be there to just be the powerhouse in the middle. He has excellent run stopping techniques. He knows how to hit his gaps effectively. He's not faded or phased, excuse me, by any blockers. He's going to go in there, hit his gaps, make sure if there's a running play, guess what? They're not getting past Bryce Boucher. I'm going to bet money on that. They're not getting past Bryce Boucher. He is that effective a tackler. He's a pure tackler, knows how to bring it down and make some big plays as well. Now, with him, we're probably going to see Devin Jackson. Now, he's even a good run stopper as well. So now we have two guys that could possibly be just straight in the middle saying, hey, come at us. Try to come get us when you have Devin Jackson and Bryce Boucher. And they're not going to allow that to happen. That's what we love to see. If some wide receivers do some slant runs up the middle, guess what? Devin Jackson and Bryce Boucher are not going to allow them to get many yards because they do have some speed. I wouldn't say it's great. They can lose those foot races, if you will, but they have some speed to close in on the ball. So if they're within certain parameters of the receiver catching the ball, they're going to get there in the instant and make sure, hey, you're not getting yards after the catch at that point as well. So I'm excited. Bryce Boucher and Devin Jackson, likely the two guys that are going to start for us and be our center of attention, be our generals on the defensive side as well. Now, we can't talk about the linebacker room without talking about Mateo Ugalele. Mateo, that's my guy. Now, I know I said it like edge rushers, right? He's more of an edge rusher. He's still considered like an outside linebacker. Mateo Ugalele, phenomenal. He is going to be a reason why that pressure comes in. I talked about, Wesley at the very beginning. Guess what? When we talk about these guys here, I mean, Wesley's not going to be in Oregon next year, right? Because he's still in high school. But Mateo Ugalele is going to be the big pressure for Oregon. We talk about Jordan Birch and what he did for Oregon. Mateo Ugalele is going to be the next guy up. And we saw it when Birch was hurt, when Birch was down. Mateo Ugalele stepped it up. He's only going to elevate even further to be one of the best pass rusher in the nations. Let me say that again. Mateo Ugalele of the Oregon Ducks is going to be one of the best pass rushers in the nation. This guy has quick speed. He has fantastic IQ of the game. He understands the plays. He doesn't get botched or anything by play actions or anything like that. He's going to make sure quarterbacks know he's there. He's bringing the pressure. He's going to make sure running backs aren't going to be able to get to his outside. He has that speed to track them down and get them down as well. Absolutely love what Mateo Ugalele and what he could do. Blake Purchase, he's going to be someone that can play outside as well. He can possibly play inside, but Blake Purchase, strong go-getter. He's going to get after the ball as well. So guess what? You have Mateo Ugalele and Blake Purchase possibly on the outside. Both these guys are going to make the plays and make some impactful plays for Oregon Ducks throughout the season. When we're talking about these 3rd and 1s, 4th and 1s on defense, we're going to need guys like Mateo Ugalele and Blake Purchase to be able to control that outside, to force them in. And then guess what? Devin Jackson and Bryce Boucher are going to be the ones that push it back because they're going in the middle as well to get with our defensive tackles, our nose tackles of that nature to just bring it down there too. Excited to see what they can do. Tatum Tuioti, big playmaker as well. He might get overshadowed a little bit by Mateo Ugalele, but don't count him out. He's still going to make the plays when he's on the field and when he gets those opportunities as well. Elijah Rushing, guy coming in, big player, get around the edge quick. I'm excited to see what Elijah Rushing does. Again, he's got to wait for Mateo Ugalele, Blake Purchase do some things, but he's still going to be there to be able to make impactful plays. Again, this is about the room and the linebackers in general and how they can rotate and make impactful plays as far as complementing each other very well. Now we have Jerry Mixon, Braden Platt, different linebackers as well that can be fed in and fed out, as well. Our 4 main guys, though, are going to be Bryce Boucher, Devin Jackson, Mateo Ugalele, Blake Purchase. I'm going to say Tato Tuioti too. He's going to be in there as well, going in and out. But those are going to be our guys that make the big plays. And they're going to be the focus point on stopping the running backs or the quarterbacks trying to rush out and get some big plays as well. And guess what? Boucher, Devin Jackson are quick enough that they can cover the tight ends as well. If we have a dynamic tight end that we're playing against, I'm okay putting them in man coverage against these guys because they'll make the plays to make sure they're not getting those yards as well. So in whole, We talked about the linebacker room and how impactful it could be, how they could rotate around, or how they could make an impact by adding that pressure to the opposing offenses, if you will. We talked about the running back room and what they're going to do is a big impact on the depth. We have speed, we have strength, we have all-around capabilities, we have pass catchers, we have guys that can pick up the blitz, we have guys that can rotate in and out if we need them to make those big plays. It's going to be phenomenal to see what they're doing as well. And we talked about the commitment in Richard Westy Sierra Canyon, the edge rusher, what he's going to do, what we want to see more of. But excited to see what his growth is this next year, and then what he's going to do for Oregon in the following year as well. That's all we have for y'all today on the O. As I mentioned in the upcoming shows, we're going to talk to you about one commitment, a different position, two different positions. We'll talk offense and defense just to break down the rules for you and how we're seeing what these players are doing and what we can impact on, and maybe if we need some help there as well. But right now, I'm confident that the running back room looks phenomenal. I love the way the linebacker room looks personally. I think they are set to go out there and win us another Big Ten title. Again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is SC Romero. Don't forget to subscribe to the CFB Nation, the best place for college football content. And if you ever need anything about Oregon Ducks, please let me know. Until next time, I'm SC Romero. Peace.
Everybody got goals and aspirations. You know how you get those? Be the best where you're at.
What does Evan Stewart bring to the table here? In short, you get a baller.
The grass is not always green.